up, everybody? The world's a better place because you are here to join us. My name is Matt Brown, and I am the host of the Productive Conversations podcast. And it is a Friday, a feel-good Friday, October 25th, 2024. And we are about to review what took place right in the second to last full week of October. What has been trending before Halloweekend? What has been trending today? This week of the World Series Game 1 tonight. And we're about to have a lot of fun talking about a lot of different things, plus giving an exclusive second half of the show dedicated to the spooky season. And before we do all of that, I just want to remind you to like and subscribe to the Productive Conversations podcast on all podcasting platforms and YouTube. And don't forget to check out exclusive content regarding this show across all social media platforms. We're on Instagram at Productive Conversations Podcast, X and Twitter at ProdCoverPod. We're on TikTok at Productive Conversations, and Facebook at Productive Conversations. And as always, we want to thank our presenting sponsor, Magic Mind, for always having our back. This elixir, this key to life, is the thing that will enhance your morning routine. And by taking this before your day begins, due to its vitamins and signature nootropics, it allows you to have less stress. It allows you to have more mental clarity, and it gives you that natural boost to have a great day ahead. So go get your hands on Magic Mind by going to magicmind.com/PCMB and use discount code PCMB20 for 48% off your first subscription or 20% off your first one-time purchase. Thank you again to Magic Mind. Some more information later in the show regarding them. And as always, we got the great Ryan and Allison to join us. What's up, you two?
How's it going?
I'm very, very excited to see you all. And also just some programming notes as we continue and go to the final stretch of this busy October. We got the World Series beginning tonight. Game 1, 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Yankees and the Dodgers. We will be having reactions to every game 1 and 2 on this particular weekend. I will either have it for you either right away on Friday night or Saturday night, or the morning after, depending on what I'm doing due to some obligations to life. So you could, again, either expect it right after the game or no doubt the morning after. And then a regular slate of shows. 2 tweet caps on Thursday and Friday, and recaps in the football world, college, and NFL on Monday. And then also we got our picks. So let us continue the tradition. Now let's get rolling with the show. Okay. So as I mentioned, the way it first works, we will be doing some trending stories, and then Ryan will take over the hosting duties and discuss his ideas for the spooky season. So let's get to it. The first thing to begin our show tonight is actually breaking news that took place on Thursday afternoon. We talked about it on the show, and it was apparent that the Menendez brothers trial had a renewed interest in the American public eye. And so much that due to some public demand, people asked for a reconsideration of their verdict that they have been serving 35 years in prison for, obviously creating a lot of hype due to their scripted Ryan Murphy Netflix series, and then also the documentary series on Netflix as well. I have not seen that yet. But amongst all of this, as I mentioned, TikTokers, people on social media say that they have served their time and they should not spend the rest of their lives behind bars. And you know what? That consideration went as far as the Los Angeles district attorney's office, to the point where this was announced today. Here we go, exclusive from Daily Mail. This is what the DA had to say.
They have been in prison for nearly 35 years. I believe that they have paid their debt to society.
And with that, so we have the clip, it's a shortened clip, but they have requested that their verdict let me get the official word, that their verdict should be reconsidered, and that they should and they will go in front of a parole board. So not out of the clear yet. They still have to get passed by the parole board. just like
Mhm.
Shawshank Redemption style. But in a matter of only months, the Menendez brothers may be free men once and for all. And it looks like it's because of renewed interest in their trial, thanks to the two Netflix series, especially the scripted one. How about that? The power of TikTok and film and television may allow these people free.
You know what? I said something off camera that I think really does apply to this, and so I'm going to say it here now on the show is you just can't really fix mass stupidity. Um, I said I thought they should stay in jail. I said growing up with their dad was probably not fun. I honestly believe maybe there even was some times that their father crossed the line and should have been punished for that, and it's unfortunate that he wasn't punished until they did it themselves. But I don't believe for a second that they killed their parents because they were scared. I think a lot of people at the time were of that opinion as well. And if they didn't kill their parents out of fear, then they killed them out of either greed or some sort of very deep mental anguish. Neither one of those are gone, if that's the case. I don't understand how no one can see where the danger would be, unless you're 100% sure that they really were doing this out of fear for their lives, even though most of the evidence says, from what I've seen, says the opposite of that. The only people who believe that are them, because they say it in all of the, in all of their statements to the court. But I think this could end disastrously. Truthfully, I do. And it's so high profile that, I mean, if it does end badly, I think a lot of people are going to be in a lot of trouble. That's not just the Menendez brothers. That's a lot more people than that.
Yeah, are
But you
we
can't fist
basically
max stupidity.
saying if you have a certain look to you and if your story is a certain way, maybe TikTokers can get you out of jail.
Yeah,
You
I
know
mean,
how many
people.
times I'm sorry.
I was
I'm
gonna say
s-
people will believe anything. Yeah.
yeah, so I showed you offline articles about some
Hmm.
other legal professionals thinking this was silly, but this district attorney, this particular one suggests that they get retrialed ultimately
Hmm.
and go in front of a parole board.
Yeah, and a retrial, by the way, could find the same verdict.
Yeah.
So as you said, Matt, not out of the woods. But Allison, I want to ask you a very pointed question. Do you think that Ryan Murphy saved the Menendez brothers by making them kiss in in his TV show? Yes or no?
I haven't finished the TV show.
They've kissed like 4 times then.
Have they actually?
Yeah, they kissed more than once.
I'm only on like episode 3 still.
I think they kissed in that episode.
Did they?
Yeah, they were definitely in in like a bedroom and then in a
I
shower
feel
and
like I
stuff
would have
together.
remembered that
It was
part.
the whole thing was very obviously
Yeah.
erotic. I also actually this is something that I didn't even mention, but on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen, the actor who plays
Oh,
Eric,
Cooper, not Cooper
uh,
Cup, Cooper,
Couch or
what's his
something
name?
like Cooch, Coach, something like that. It's Koorc or something like that. Or H, I don't know. But that's yes, that actor. He has said that he feels a kinship to Eric and he believes that they're innocent and all that stuff. Um, so
By the way, we have the great Jose joining us in real time too.
he also
yeah.
said in the interview his penis was not prosthetic.
Yes, he did also
He did.
mention that was in the shower scene in the
Yes.
prison. That was all him. And so I wasn't going to
Uh,
bring that up because we're talking about serious legal matters, Allison, but you're
I
right.
know.
well,
He did.
Alice, do
Well,
you
he talked
think
about
they
his
should be
voice
free?
too, you know.
Do you think they should be free, Allison?
So I got to argue with my mom about this the other day actually because no, it was really bad. My mom's like, they killed their parents. They like, you think they were scared for their lives? And like, I don't know. I go back and forth on it because I have studied like trauma and like psychological disorders and stuff like that in college. And I feel as though with that type of trauma that comes with sexual abuse, um, you can't really fake kind of like what they were like portraying in the courtroom during their hearings. But also, if you were a complete like sociopath, you would be able to probably do that.
Exactly.
So that's why
It's a
it's
bit of a
like,
catch-22 is
yeah,
most
it's
people
kind
can't
of
fake
like,
that except for cold-blooded killers. They can fake
yeah,
that.
no, absolutely. So it's kind of hard because I want to believe victims and I want to believe like what they're saying and I want to like advocate for them. But if we weren't in that situation and we don't know kind of what's going on, then it's kind of hard to just be like, oh, it happened. Oh, it didn't happen. You know what I mean? So
Fair
I think
enough.
just
Right.
hearing like the story is very like saddening. And if that did happen, like I'm not going to say it didn't, but if it did happen, that really does break my heart. And I couldn't imagine like what I would go through if like one of my parents was doing that to me, you know?
Yeah, I mean, and I sympathize with that, and I get the idea, and this is, I think, part of the reason why it's catching on now is because we are in a society now that one, like believing victims is important, and so that's part of it. But two, we also live in a highly like a society that's highly engrossed in like therapy speak, which I'm saying derogatorily very much on purpose. And I mean, I go to therapy, and so I'm not speaking ill of the profession, but I am speaking ill of the internet using lingo from the profession
Mm.
for no reason. And I think the TikTokers who are speaking on this subject, by and large, are just people who are using words they picked up from their professionals or just reading about whatever and only halfway understand it, but they feel bad for the Menendez brothers because we believe victims by and large more often. And let's be honest, they were attractive rich kids. People still like that. Whether we pretend that we don't is a different story, but most people still like that. And so I just think that to me, I don't think that there was enough there to convince me that they did the killing specifically as self-defense or out of fear that they were going to be harmed. I'm not saying anything else did or didn't happen, but and that could mean that they are found guilty, but the sentence is different, and that might even mean time served, right? And they get out anyway, even though they're re-found guilty. If they're not found guilty of the same thing, they might just take the 35 years and say, yeah, you're guilty of this because you did this, but you did this to your abuser. And so while it wasn't directly self-defense, it, kind of walks a gray line. So we're going to give you time served, 35 years. That's possible too. I just don't, though, believe that they were scared of their parents. And
Yeah.
so that has me worried. Was it a revenge killing? Was it for money? Or are they actually just really, messed up? And of those options, two of them mean they are, in my opinion, still dangerous today. One of
Mhm.
them doesn't. If it was revenge on their parents for abuse, parents are dead. So they theoretically should be fine. But if it's not that, then I would be very worried to be their neighbor.
Right. I do think they should get parole, like some
I
parole.
mean, yeah, that's
Yeah.
probably going to happen
Yeah.
regardless. We don't really do the no parole that much
And
anymore.
is it the judge who saw the show, or is it that?
No,
I
it's
mean,
the
no,
DA who saw the
no, in
show.
all seriousness, that's the one thing you can make out. That's the one thing I get out of this: the power of film and television.
But
Yeah.
I
And
don't think you
fandom
can
might.
watch as a judge, can you?
I don't
I'm
know.
sorry, what?
If you watch the show, because it's like a conflict of interest, like it
I
causes you to become biased or sway to like a certain
I
direction.
doubt that they would check that closely. I won't lie to you. And I'm not. I mean, yes, you could make the case if you're the prosecutor and it's not going your way, or honestly, if you're the defense attorney and it's not going your way, if you can find out that the judge watched some content about them, you can maybe try and get the judge replaced because
Mhm.
of that. But I don't know that anyone would necessarily ask about that when assigning
I
the
would-
case. And nor do I think a judge would freely offer up that info about, oh, I watched this, I can't do it. I think the judge would take it regardless and just say, I'll be impartial. I mean, no one's impartial. Even people who don't see it will know the case, at least by name, and they'll have read about the case because, they're lawyers and judges. and they'll have an opinion. No one doesn't have an opinion on it. So impartiality is going to be hard to find in general, but in a jury, in a judge, in the lawyers. So.
Yep. So we will see how the next few months goes. All right. So we will see where the Menendez brothers go in the months leading up. Still probably gonna take a long time to get all this rolling, but Menendez brothers get second chance at life, thanks to TikTok and Ryan Murphy. All right. So some other things. I found I found some NFL content that was genuinely funny. Their names are the EndZone Boys. They are super fans of the Tennessee Titans, the 1-6 Tennessee Titans. They have end zone seats, and they always sit behind the rival teams, and they are the best hecklers ever. And let me just show you this. And they really are loyal with the Super Bowl winningless Tennessee Titans, but their fans are hilarious. Now look at what they did. This is particularly the Packers game that they were messing with some of their prime receivers right here. Here's an example of the EndZone Boys as they rise in popularity.
Jacobs, your hands are suspect, bro. Bro, just chalk it up. All you do is run the ball. Quit trying to catch. You'll be up here with me next. You're not that good for fantasy. Just run the ball. Just run the ball. What up, bro? You ain't gonna do nothing. You ain't gonna do nothing. We know you're not gonna do anything. I can't trust you, dog. Bro, you don't hoop. You don't put up numbers. You don't put up no points, bro.
There's Christian Watson of the Green Bay Packers.
Oh, do you? Man, bro, what you doing now? What are you doing now? Get your ass back over there. You better go practice. Get your ass back over there and practice.
You better go practice.
Work on your hands. You ain't doing nothing. I'm standing around for no reason. Tell them to catch. Work on your hands, bro. Work on your hands, Reed.
Romeo Dobbs, right?
Yeah, this was Jalen Reed, but yes.
No, but that's who they were yelling.
It don't matter, bro. It don't matter. We get paid for that shit.
We get paid for this.
That's why we do it.
That's why we do it. I love the honesty.
Make sure you get that.
This is what we need. Let me pull up some others as I load it in, but we liking the EndZone Boys so far?
I mean, yeah, they're.
I'm not.
I was
why not?
bored as fuck.
Well, that was fast. Why don't you like them? I like the heckling. It's fun.
I don't mind heckling, but they're just saying gibberish.
I mean, that's kind of all
funny.
heckling is.
Or how about this
heckling,
one? When
you come with something creative. They're just saying you suck. I can do that myself.
Yeah, but you should have. You've been making money off it.
Well, I'm going to the Giants 10 big game. I'm gonna record myself telling everybody they suck. All the Giants players, they suck.
Oh, how about when they mess with one of their own live players?
Oh, hell no. No, you didn't come out here with your shirt on. No, I want to see that shit. Put that shit down. You ain't hard. Put that shit down. I'm sorry, put your shirt down. You ain't much. That's a hazard, dog.
That's a hazard.
Got that dumbass shit on your arm. Take that shit off. Hey, no, we know who you are. We gonna throw him on the ball.
That's Bryce. He used to play for the Titans.
He told me that Josh threw up on the ball. I was like, I mean, we're talking about a critical situation, and it's third down.
This is them also?
No, he also threw as a guy who
didn't
threw up on the
appreciate
ball earlier this
I've
year.
never had to throw a vomit on a football.
That means you were nervous. You know who's a class A heckler, by the way, guys?
Who?
Matt.
Oh yeah, I do that all the time.
When we went to Yankee Stadium, Matt had some absolutely phenomenal jabs at the, I think it was the Washington Nationals was the game I went to.
Yeah,
But
there was like that guy named Tyron Ross. One of the pitchers says,
yeah, where's
"Ross,
Rachel?
where's Rachel?"
But what was it? The best one was, I don't know if you said this or the guy next to you said this, but someone called out one of their names and was like, "I'm gonna take your mom out to a nice seafood dinner, and then I'm never gonna call her back."
Oh, that was
And
me. Because I admit I stole that from someone else, but I did that one.
that was literally one of the funniest things that I've ever heard. It was so elaborate. He said, "Hey, I forget the guy's name. Gotta go out with your mom. Yeah, I'm gonna take her out on a nice seafood dinner. And then I'm not gonna call her back."
Jose, I did that with Jose at wrestling last December too.
Yeah, I remember you were. I like going to sport events with Matt.
That's what I'm saying. He's class A heckler. Matt is a great heckler.
You just gotta go, can't swear, and like literally try to insult him. And if you remember early in the season too, one more try, the Titans played the Jets earlier this year. Then they beat them in week 2. So of course they had to show some love to the Jets.
Tyrod, you know you need to be starting. You need to be starting, bro. You need to start. You need to be starting, bro. You should be starting, bro. Hey, these niggas running routes. Hey, running back. Hey, Zero. You a running back. I need to move your big ass to linebacker. Hey, you a fullback. You big as fuck. You a fullback. You're not even a running back, Allen. You a fullback. Hey, Gargley. What up, baby? Trey. Yo, big ass lineman. Chris. Lazard. You playing for $1 million right now. It's over with. Hey, Lizard. You got 4 more catches.
Lizard?
You got 4 more catches and it's over. Lizard. It's over. You got that throwback, don't you? Take that shit off. You got that throwback, don't you? Hey, oh, you niggas hell. You niggas hell. Yeah.
He is big.
Tyrod Smith.
Actually, that entire group is very big. I mean, he's right. Turns out.
Bring your big fat ass over here. Bring your big fat asses over here.
For all the heckling, I've only seen, off the top of my head, one player actually from the Panthers is a funny viral clip going into the stands, pretty much saying enough is enough. But yeah, people who really heckle like to be a dick about it. People really say some stuff.
It's been interesting that they like Tyrod Taylor, though. They weren't heckling him. They were praising him, actually. So that was interesting. But
oh man, I love it.
Where did they get popular? Like baseball? I assume baseball or some shit.
Heckling or the EndZone
Boys? Heckling on freaking like on social media, like recording that shit.
Yeah, I guess I've seen it. I think I've seen a lot of baseball ones too. The worst
I feel
time
like baseball, they do heckle a lot at baseball because there's so much quiet time in baseball, right? Like how do you heckle in basketball? They keep moving. You know what I mean? Like, or soccer, in addition to being far away, that everyone's moving around. But like baseball, you have times that are quiet, and so you can heckle. And, you know, like when the batter's about to swing, you'll do something. You know what I mean? So like baseball has like built-in moments of silence for the audience to like interact. And football has less of it, but some of it. You know.
Definitely. All right, why don't we move on? So, who here loves country music?
It's fine.
It's okay.
Definitely not me.
It's really popular back home.
Oh
back
man.
Home.
Well, there is
Wisconsin. Back home in Wisconsin.
Really popular back home.
Well, there is this guy named Zach Bryan on the rise. Not Luke Bryan, not Zach Brown, but Zach Bryan. And he just got in this messy breakup with a girl named something Chicken Fly.
Yeah, what's that about?
Do you know her?
I know her last name is Chicken Fry, but more importantly, Zach Brown wrote the song Chicken Fry.
And so I think she named herself that.
She's with the wrong Zach.
right?
Maybe that's what the breakup was about. She thought it was Zach Brown the whole time.
Well, we have the great Jack Mack from Barstool to help break down what happened with this messy breakup exactly.
That's what he looks like.
His ex-wife. Learning about Zach Bryan. I've spent the day learning about Zach.
Who looks like
Zach Bryan, sorry.
Yes, that's who Zach Bryan looks like.
Never seen it before.
That chicken fry lady is beautiful. My God.
I've spent the day learning about Zach Bryan, and I just have to say, hand up, did not know this man was as diabolical as he is. Obviously, him and Bree have broken up. Now, today alone was diabolical. Posting that he's breaking up with Bree without letting her know that he was going to make their breakup public, which is why Brianna said that she felt blindsided. That was a psychopath, selfish move. Brianna spoke about this in this video that she released on her YouTube channel. Then on top of all of this, Zach immediately fired up his Araya account again. He wasted no time. But then I was informed of Zach's past. And I didn't know this about Zach Bryan. That he has now had 3 long-term relationships, and in every single one of them, he's went and bought a house in the woman's hometown area, got a retriever dog with them, and then months after getting the house, left them. And one of those relationships was with his ex-wife, who he divorced while she was deployed in the military overseas. I spent today learning about all of this. I didn't know anything about this lore. And now, by breaking up with Bree in the way that she felt blindsided by, he's entered into the world of Barstool Sports. As Dave said today on Twitter, dedicating this to Brianna Chicken Fry, Taylor Swift, the smallest man who ever lived. And I don't know Bree that well. She does her own thing, I do my own thing, but we are co-workers. And as Terrell Owens once said, that's my quarterback, man. That's my quarterback. When you go against the family's going to come for you. Well, and quickly before I leave, if they do get back together, this TikTok will self-combust.
I'm sorry. What is this guy up to? And how did he let that girl go? Come on.
That's crazy. You go to their hometown and buy a house for them?
And the dog and everything.
I've heard one song by this dude. How's he got 3 houses kind of money?
I know, right?
Wait, what song did you write?
He did that Orange in the Sun. That's not what it's called. Something in the orange.
Zach Bryan's only 28 years old. That is born in Japan.
Really?
Or his origin is Oklahoma, though. So
yeah, I'm about to say you could see he's not Japanese.
Is a Navy veteran, so respect there. But
yeah, no, but that's fine. But yeah, the only song I know is something about orange in the sky, or the sky is orange, or I don't know, in the orange blue. I honestly don't know. I'm not a big fan of his music. It's not that I don't like it. I'm not a fan. I don't know much about it. But God, he sounds like a jerk.
Yeah.
He does not sound like a fun hang.
He said it. And I'm looking at some notes here. In September 2024, Bryan was criticized for posting on Twitter that Kanye is better than Taylor. He later apologized on Instagram saying he was drunk.
He posted that?
Yeah, I remember that.
I definitely don't like it.
Well, I just didn't understand it. Like, I didn't get why he posted it.
He said he
was
did,
drunk,
and then he deactivated Twitter. So I guess this was a viral story I must have missed.
I remember it happening. I don't think we covered it though. But like, it didn't
back.
make sense. We didn't get a reason for why he did it though. It's just a thing that he did, and then he deleted his Twitter.
But man, this guy is clearly a wild card.
Yeah, I guess. The song I know is kind of a slow song. Like, it's not like he's a big, cowboy party guy. Zach Bryan.
I swear I've met a Zach Bryan before in real life. I swear.
Might have been him. He's only 28.
Sure, maybe it's this country singer, but
the Great American Bard. Oh, Pink Skies? Is that what you're talking about?
Maybe. Is it in something though?
Hi there.
It's like something in the something. I'm gonna.
Oh yeah, it is. It's this one.
Something in the orange.
Kids are in town for a few.
I know this one.
The song was something in the orange, by the way. I just looked it up.
One.
Something's in the orange. All right. Well, Zach Bryan not making new fans in here. I see.
No, no, there's something in the orange, and apparently it's actually a red flag. Haha. Zach
I
Bryan.
have one song in my library by him.
What is it?
It's "I Remember Everything" featuring Casey Musgraves.
I like Casey
I
Musgrave.
like Casey Musgraves.
It's like a sad, it's a sad.
Surprisingly, I have 0 songs
Wow,
in my
really?
library.
You
I
Shout out.
also have 0 songs. I also have a lot of Kanye songs in my Spotify playlist. So
I don't
be
have a
honest
lot.
with you, I don't agree with the sentiment, but I think the reality is what the reality is. But yeah, Zach Bryan is a big old red flag.
I'm not a country fan, but I do have a few country songs. The only country song in this playlist is the whiskey song.
Oh, Shabuzi?
Yeah.
Whiskey song.
Now I do have a big question to ask here, though. Very big, and
Mhm.
it's a good, legit question to think about. As we go to our next segment, I'm going to ask the question once and for all for the 3 of you to answer.
Okay,
And then
ready.
I have a video related to it. Who here goes out clubbing?
Not anymore.
Okay, not anymore.
Yeah.
Jose.
Ryan,
Oh, time from time to time, especially in the summertime.
time
Or
to
at
time in the summertime. Ryan,
I think the last
Come on
time
now.
I went to a club was June.
Okay, June for Ryan.
Yes,
Get
but
the
that was
fuck out of here.
that
June
was
of what?
no,
2019?
No, it was for a friend who wanted
Oh,
to go, and it was a lot of us went, and I was there supporting said friend for a big event. No, it was
oh.
not something that I would have done. And before that, for that same friend, I went to a club in the Dominican Republic. So there we go. And before that, you're going into undergrad college.
I answer the same as Jose. I like going whenever. But there was a nice viral clip that puts this into question, and that's why I asked you the question. And this is from a video from Sean the King. And is he right or wrong about the main reason clubbing is dying? Look at all those phones people are on.
Oh yeah, they're not dancing.
You want to know what the craziest part about all of this is? That those same clubs will have you waiting online for an hour, 2, sometimes even 3 hours to get into the club for it to look like that. Not only are you waiting online, you also have to pay to get in. And then on top of that, all the clubs are so section heavy that for you to actually have a good time, you have to buy a fucking bottle. This is exactly why a lot of people are saying clubbing is dying because, first of all, inflation is hitting our bank accounts like crazy. No one has time or money to go out to the club and buy bottles just to have a good time anymore. And secondly, the vibes when it comes to going out is just not the same no more. Everybody just stands around, looks at each other, doesn't know how to talk to other people, doesn't know how to have a good time, how to vibe, how to dance, nothing, bro. From someone who's from New York, the biggest trend that I've saw this whole summer is day parties. Day parties are becoming such a big trend now that everybody rather have day parties than be in a club at night. Because this is what the club has come down to. Sections and people standing around. No one likes that shit.
Spot on or what?
I
Parties
love day
are a really
parties.
big thing.
I do also like getting together in the daytime.
Party.
Darty, yes.
Yes.
As far as the club thing, yeah, I mean, obviously, if you're going and you have to buy a bottle to get a section, that's a lot of money. And so if I haven't really had that problem because I don't really go clubbing, but I cannot imagine if you felt the need to do that every weekend that you would be able to do that at current. So yeah, I mean, if price prohibitive plus no one is dancing, I could see why you might skip the club. I don't know about Jose. He
It
said he
depends on the
goes.
club. That video is freaking. That's a HUD club. That's how it's always in the hood.
It's a hood club.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah, that's a HUD club.
I mean, this the poster doesn't seem to agree with it always being that way, right?
What's a hood club, Jose?
Huh?
What's a hood?
Dance club or Menendez club or something like that. You go there and you're kind of like you're there to dance or you're there to meet and drink. It's either that. It's like nobody's really on their phone when you have a lot of hot women just dying to dance, and it's super easy to go pick a woman and just let's dance. They'll never say no. That's just ratchet shit. That's just, hey, let me go get a bottle. Let me go take a couple of fucking selfies with a Cristal bottle. Fuck out of here.
It's for social media. It's for the image, not for the time. You're saying?
It's just to go there. I mean, realistically, you just go with a group of friends and you just get a bottle and you call it a fucking day. And you just meet a girl like, yo, what's good?
That guy's educating elite people.
Or some dumb shit. Like, fucking, look at it. Like, when you go to the hood, look at what kind of fucking music they play. They ain't gonna play Matt Brown music. I tell you that right now.
What is Matt Brown music?
Yeah, what's my music? My music
like
is pop
Green Day or
music.
something.
More importantly, I would love to know what Jose thinks my music is.
What about mine?
Jesus, you're like a picture you listen, fucking sitting on your couch drinking some tea, listening to Beethoven or some shit.
Beethoven.
Jose does actually believe that I am the actual Pope. That I'm an old Italian man in a castle in Rome.
Is this what prevents you from going to the club now, Allison? Too? If you retired from the club,
I feel like a lot of my friends and I like just talk about how we feel so not old necessarily, but we just get so tired so early. Like we're just very like, oh, let's go to dinner, maybe get drinks at like a hotel bar and then head out type thing. But there was actually a club my freshman year of college. It was a two-step country club type thing.
Oh, yeehaw.
Yeah. So you like
like I played that one clip.
Yeah, you like wore the boots, everyone two-stepped, and then you did like the old the Old Town Road or whatever.
Oh. No,
like,
you mean Copperhead Road.
Yes, that thing. Yes.
You know, for me, I don't think clubbing is dying. Maybe there's a difference in going to a social bar and a club.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense.
I do, and
so I think and that's the environment I really like too, with games on in the background and you talk that way. And
yeah,
in terms of like the club with Saturday Night Fever, even if that's a dated reference, I don't know, it's tough, and maybe just more for the rich, really.
Yeah, I guess, right? Because you have to get the private section, like they said. So yeah, maybe it's just something. I mean, a lot of things are kind of pricing normal people out. So why would that be any different? You know?
Seriously, but not for this girl. In terms of pricing things out, there is a woman who goes by the name of Lillian Phillips who went viral by claiming that she had sex with 100 men in 14 hours. Let us see her viral clip of this moment that definitely made her father very proud.
That was savage.
All right, Lillian Phillips, tell us what exactly happened.
I went viral for letting 23 guys run a train on me with my friend Bonnie. Now, that video is actually out now, so if you want to check that out, you know where to go. But if you want to be part of the next one, I'm actually doing 100 guys in one day. So head on over to my Twitter to find out how to apply. Morning, so today is the day where I get run through by 100 guys.
Come on, look at those condoms.
I mean, yeah, safety is important.
Makeup to do that and a bit of blush.
Because you know it's about to happen.
God damn, I'm pissed. I couldn't sign up.
No, I saw she might have another one coming.
I'm sure.
Let us see her. Let us see the vlog really quick.
I'm almost there now. We have to do a little bit of a late start, but that's fine.
Late start.
To make it back up.
How are you doing?
Oh God.
How's it going so far? How many are we on?
Only 8.
8 guys.
Only 8.
Oh wow, they're behind schedule. Oh, there's the guys.
Yeah. Oh my God. I'm not gonna lie, I have hella FOMO right now.
First group has been done. That was a lot of fun. And now I'm on to number 60.
16 or
It's only
60?
7
60.
p.m. About, I think about 70 people through. This is what the room is looking like. Not in the best
Oh, wow.
state. We've kind of got things everywhere. Someone
That
bought
can't
me a
smell
rose. Oh my god, I forgot
particularly
to vlog
good.
this. Someone bought me a fucking
It's
rose.
got
He
that
was just the
stank.
best boy ever. Got ran through by 101 men.
Oh, she
And
had
my
one.
eyes are still recovering from all the bodily fluids that went in them. So yesterday I got
Well, there
ran
goes the
through by
protection.
101
Yeah.
guys.
Look at their
Don't
top
mind
lip.
this, someone actually bit my lip.
Oh,
Jesus.
Last night I didn't end up having a shower. Well, I didn't wash my hair in the shower, just because I was too tired. But I want to show you guys the aftermath of
I
what
don't
it's
want to see
like
it.
to get ran through by that many guys in one day. I feel like I've been hit by a bus. I am so achy. It went on for how many hours? We went from 9 a.m. till about 11 p.m. I think it was.
She is 23 years old from the UK. You can find her at Lily Phillips _S. And she also has an All My Links page there that you can find more of her content. And yes, she's a porn star. Oh no. Oh, I can't see it. Oh boy, I just saw something. Anyways, so yes, that is Lily
Oh
Phillips,
boy.
the porn star who, yes, had an opportunity where you can fuck her with 100 other people. And I believe I saw another video that she is accepting applicants for another shot at this.
Come on,
So
Matt. Let's do this for research.
For
go
research.
to the UK. You saw all those. You saw all those releases. I can't believe you did that. Oh God.
Wow. Well, yeah, you would have to ask permission if you could film, obviously beforehand. We're not gross before the show.
If
Like a
I'm having
before and
that,
after
if
game
I'm
interview.
having this, I'm the only one that night. So how do you think her father feels about this?
I don't think. My assumption is
Talking
that
about daddy issues, or so she got daddy issues.
no, my assumption is that
Sorry,
her
that's mean.
father or mom or whoever she has in her life probably knows at this point that this is her chosen profession and probably is fine with it.
I don't know.
Like realistically, because what are you going to do if your kid's like, I am actually going to be an adult content creator? I mean, maybe you say no at first, but if they're like, well, okay, but I still am, and they're making good money and they're happy, like, what? There's nothing you can do to stop it. You're gonna go to their house every day to make sure that no one is canoodling, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
know if
sorry.
anyone.
Yeah, her OnlyFans is available at $10 a month.
We got Matt down bad here.
Is her parent? Well,
Matt's
first of all, is her
definitely
parent?
subscribing to that.
No, I will not. I might be attracted to people. I will never subscribe to their OnlyFans. Plus, she has a link to the free content if I so choose to go down that path.
Oh, gotcha.
Hmm.
I doubt the 100-person train is on the free site though. That'd be my guess.
Lily Phillips, huh? Allison, how do you feel about this?
Women and men can do and sleep with whoever they want.
Right.
Their convenience, and we should not judge or slut shame because that is so 1990s.
Also, I will say though, out of convenience, I don't know if there's any way to make 100 dudes a convenient thing. I think this was probably very challenging.
Professional. I give her credit for that.
I mean, I think it was professional, right?
How do you do it though? Like you just post
I feel you do it, Matt. If I were to make that, you do it, Matt Kinky. You do the You ever see Superbad? The before they had that whatever thing they had that porn show. It would put in, you do something kinky like that.
I mean, honestly though, Allison, to your point, it was probably like a Google form.
That's what I'm saying. Like how old
are you? Yeah, how old are you? Probably like when was your last test? They probably want to make sure that everybody was clean. right? Things like that. Yeah, I'm sure that
Now the
there was.
eyes thing, that was gross.
Well, yeah, it does, like Jose said, it does defeat the purpose of protection.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So I will say that. So that would be my one.
And this will not be
caveat
made
there.
into real, because anytime the sexual stuff, it will never
Right, yeah,
never
no,
never
YouTube doesn't
do
like
that.
it when we talk about this.
But yeah, you could imagine the comments here. Not very
Yes.
nice.
Which again is weird because I bet you half of them would have signed up if they had known about it.
But Jose, it seems that you're impressed by Miss Lily Phillips.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't like a train?
And you would be a part of this.
I mean, I would done it with like us three doing it. Why not?
Jesus. Well,
not me.
If I were to stoop that low, I'd go first.
Is it? No, hell no. I'm going first.
No, I'll go first.
That's where your hang up is?
Yo, I'll go first. I need to get in there while it's just getting wet. You guys fucking
I
get that
don't.
shit
My
dry.
my hang up with that is honestly just that's too many people. I would feel bad. I'd be like, this is too
Like
much.
I said, I have FOMO.
You need
not
water.
being,
You need a water.
having FOMO.
100
not,
people, Jose.
having FOMO not being a part of it, and having FOMO if I were one of the 100. That's why we find love.
100 people. I would be offering like water and medical aid. I don't even think
slept
I
with
would.
100 people in our lifetime.
And she did it in a day. Yeah, that's an insane number. That's in a day.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, she probably blowed a couple of them. Maybe like 20 of them just got fucking a blowjob out of it.
I wonder how long.
Jose, I think you have to cough up to $10 and let us know because you're speculating wildly, I might add, and besmirching the name of what's her name.
Couple of maybe she blew one and gave another a hand job at the same time. I mean, she probably
It would
knocking
seem
out
like they
numbers
went
real
one at a
fast.
time into the room.
So you don't think she had sex with all of them?
Would you kiss her? I think a
Would
kiss
you
would just be
kiss her? Giving her a hand job or blowing is still in their minds is still sex, still getting to that number.
Nothing is
have
more
to check.
concerned though than the upper lip.
Yeah, someone bit her. That's a little hard. Yeah, that was too hard.
Whether it was bit or HPV or
no, she said she got bit, so I believe her. But
if someone bit her, I'm picturing. Oh man. So imagine a guy that went down on that. Oh Jesus Christ!
Yeah, you wonder what exactly is allowed and not allowed.
The number 99 went straight in there like a goddamn Olympic sized pool. What the fuck?
Oh jeez.
She's British.
She is British, but Lindsay.
She sounded more elegant as a porn star if you're a British porn star.
Is it Lindsay, right?
Lily.
Again, we're besmirching Lily here, assuming she didn't actually live up to the promise that she made of 100 people in one day. So I think 101. That's right. So I think unless we have evidence, unless we have a recording, unless we have a video message from one of the participants. If you are a participant, hit us up on Twitter. But unless we have that, I don't think that we can sit here and pretend we know what she was or wasn't able to.
What was the time she said? You can do it mathematically. What was the time she said she started? What time she said?
It was 100 years. It was 100 dudes in 14 hours.
Yeah, 9 a.m. to 11, sometime after 11 p.m.
So you think 10 minutes? So 6 per hour?
Orgies. I don't know.
6 per hour. You can do 6 per hour.
Yeah, but you're not going to get 900 with 14.
That's not the live sex celebration.
Not 6 per hour.
So
you're mathematically you're going through each man like 8 minutes, 5 minutes with no break. I call bullshit. I call fucking giving hand jobs and blowing one. You can get 3 dudes in one shot by doing that.
Who actually kissed her?
All of them. Got that bit that lip did for sure.
I feel like if you don't,
well, I'm just wondering, is it like a sexual session, or like Jose said, it's just like you get your in, 2 pumps you out, 2 pumps you out. I don't know.
Honestly, it could have been that. Could have just been everybody got to the point beforehand and then went in.
And they agreed to go on camera.
Yeah,
that's something.
No, because every guy gets agreed. Like nobody's gonna be like, "Hey, weren't you one of the 100 guys?" Like, for real,
Yeah, exactly. There's too many people to be like, I watched this entire video, 14 hours, and I saw you.
Were you number 36? You look mad familiar. Did I see you at the gym? Nah.
Yeah, that's true. The guys are pretty well safe because who's watching 14 hours of that?
Yeah, who's gonna watch all dick when you got a hot British girl just sucking the shit
that
out
too.
of it? You think you're gonna pay attention to the guy's face?
Jeez, you guys are funny. Like one more, two more quick things, and I have one thing, right? We all love our gym and fitness and exercise. This viral tweet broke down the gym times by personnel group. So, tell me which one of these groups you belong in. If you go at 5 a.m., you're a psychopath. Right. Normal people from 6 to 7 a.m. 8 a.m., people who are late to work. 9 to 10 a.m., you don't have a job. SHMS, I don't know what that means. 11 a.m., bottle girls, bartenders, and nurses. 1 p.m., weird post-lunch workout guy. 3 p.m., work and tech sales. 5 to 6, normal people with no kids. 7 p.m., weirdly dead. And 8 p.m., two-a-day people for round 2. 9 p.m., dudes who got dumped recently or people with multiple kids. So I fall into the bottle girls, bartenders, and nurses mostly category at this time in my life. And there's 1,000%, that is 100% true.
I believe it.
You could just, without no offense to all those people I see there, you look like you are a bottle girl, bartender, or nurse.
Or Matt. Yeah.
And me.
It's 4 people.
I
mean, I'm
what are you guys?
I'm in the evening, the 5 to 6, normal people with no kids. That's when I do my physical exercises, either at the gym.
What's the one in the morning?
So I rotate. I'm the 5 a.m. or the 5 to 6 p.m. I usually rotate.
Okay.
This person didn't put a 1 a.m. They said 5 a.m. for psychopaths. So let's just say 10 p.m. to 5 p.m. is 5 a.m. is psychopaths.
I guess I am psycho.
All right.
5 a.m. is the best time to go because then you don't have to deal with people on the machines and.
Oh, I have to wake up though.
Like 4:30.
You guys are crazy. I don't get enough sleep as it is. I can't be waking up at 4:30 all the time.
I go to sleep at 4:30.
Tell me about it.
That's because you're finished with the gym. You got plenty of time.
I don't get the weirdly dead people are funny.
I don't know what that means per se. If anyone can clarify for an old man like me.
I've definitely done a lot of the people late to work also. That happens a lot.
That. The idea that you have to be at work at like 8:30, but you're at the gym instead.
And moving on to this, let me ask you, I'm going to play you this clip of these two people in college. Tell me, what would you do if this would happen to you? So let's set it up this way, right? Connecting to random guy's AirPods in class. Tell me, how'd you feel about this?
Why does he want to do this? Okay.
This is so low D.
Dude, where'd he go for 10 minutes without his AirPods?
He has no idea.
Well, yeah, it wasn't there. Oh god, what is he gonna play?
I'm watching you.
Oh my.
You need a haircut. What are you looking at, creep?
Yo.
Jeez. He changed the screen. That's pretty funny.
How'd you react?
I'd be freaked out.
Is that a harmless prank or too much?
I mean, yeah, because it didn't say like anything super bad, right? Like, it didn't say like didn't make him do something or be like I'm gonna hurt you or anything. Like, it didn't threaten him. You know what I mean? Like, it was just like a cut your hair. What are you looking at? And like those are, I would say that's relatively harmless. Scary, but relatively harmless. That's my opinion.
I think touching other people's stuff is a little weird, but
Well, yeah, obviously, but
a little weird, but the prank itself was harmless, I think, for sure.
I mean, yeah, obviously, in order to do the prank, you have to like take someone's stuff. Like, that's no good. That's obviously no good. Don't do that, kids. But if you're an adult, things happen. And as far as pranks go, that's one that I feel like people could get over. If that happened to me, I'd get over it. That makes sense.
Just say, this was just a TikTok.
Right. That's what we like. I'd get over that.
I mean, sticking on to how crazy things have been this year, right? And it's been a lot of growth and a lot of stuff in life, both on and off the air. But it's already October, it's spooky season, and this is your favorite time of the year specifically, Ryan, right?
It is. I like it. It's later in the year, but it's still early enough that you have like time. You know what I mean? Don't feel like, oh my God, the year's ending. And all the big holidays are coming up. And so usually it cools down in October. That's not the case this year, but we won't get into that on the show. But yeah, definitely love it.
Yo, man. That's right, but just in time for our Halloween episode, and we're about to talk things all Halloween shortly, and it's going to be a real treat, and including real treats. Magic Mind has presented us with a real treat. And ever since me and Ryan started Magic Mind and finding the product that really has enhanced our lives, I have to say, ever since I got Magic Mind, my life truly has been more focused to do all the great things we've been doing and then some.
Yeah, I mean, Magic Mind, I'd started after Matt. And so that was, I'd already heard Matt's testimonial on it or whatever, but it definitely, it definitely was a energy boost. And we talk about this on like before, but it's not like one time 5 hour energy, right? Or a monster or whatever. It's, you take it and obviously you feel energy right away, but as you take it every day, each day you wake up feeling just more energized. To the point where you almost feel like you don't need it. Now, obviously, you should keep taking it because that's why you feel that way. But like, it gets to the point where you just naturally feel less anxious, more energetic, more focused. And so I have to say, I was thoroughly impressed with Magic Mind. And honestly, I don't know if you've done this, Matt, but I was talking to some friends about it, and we were talking about the price of Magic Mind, and it's really not crazy. Like, compared to other things people do, like energy supplements that, people who have to have that 5 hour energy after lunch or at like 3 p.m. to make it to the end of the day. If you're going to do that anyway, Magic Mind is the same, if not less money than most of those. And it's all natural with the nootropics. It's not giving you all those bad chemicals.
Yeah, and I've really just really liked how it just keeps me alert when I really need it. And I've really liked the fact that it has helped me get up when I need to. I make the joke about the not snooze button, but also just there's so much going on. I appreciate anything that can help me get through my day like Magic Mind does.
Yeah, I mean, these episodes can run late, right? And these are not even the latest episodes that Matt has to do. And so waking up in the morning to do like the other stuff, because we all have other stuff to do. Allison, Jose, myself, Matt, we all do multiple things throughout the day in addition to the show. And so being able, to stay awake and to have energy is a key part to why this show works, which is why we were so happy to do the whole Magic Mind thing when it came up, right, Matt? I was like, I mean, yeah, we'll try it because we were exhausted. Matt, I won't lie, he does so much. He might need a double shot. We'll have to ask them if they can develop that. But the double shot of Magic Mind. But yeah, you just take it in the morning. I don't
issue
right? Yeah, like I take it right on my way to work. Like last thing I do, I just shoot it back. That heads to the bus. I know Matt. You take it sometime in the morning, right?
Right before the day begins, right when I wake up. It's right on my nightstand.
Yeah, so it's like it's easy to do. It's small. It's not a big like, you know what I mean? You don't have to drink like a whole
It's this
smoothie.
beautiful thing I have right here that I've heard the great not Pete Davidson, Pete Holmes say, one of the greatest inventions in the last 10 years. And I agree with him with that.
Yeah, no, I
This
agree too.
nice little, what's the special word I'm looking for?
I mean, you use elixir a lot.
Life hack.
Life hack, yeah.
That
Well, it's
has
not
been
even a
good for me.
hack, right? It's not magic as much as we kind of feel like it is. It's just the ingredients, right? They've got all these like organic stuff that is, you know, the nootropics that are, they help you focus. They help you with the energy. It's as much as it feels like magic sometimes when you're on it, right? It's not. It's just science, and that's, I think, also very cool because you can see everything that's in there and why it's doing what it's doing. But I will say that right now I'm actually out of Magic Mind. I've been buying them in like packages. So as you know, you can buy a package or a subscription. And I always end up like, oh, I'll just do another one and then I'll stop. And then I always get another one. And so I think at this point, like I have to just get into it, just own up that I'm a fan of Magic Mind and get the subscription. So that way I don't have to keep buying it in bulk every, you know, however many months, you know?
I encourage it, and please do. And if you're like Ryan and need some Magic Mind or just want to see what it's all about, go check out the Magic Mind website, and I promise you won't regret it. For everyone who wants to give Magic Mind a try for the first time, we have a special offer that we can share to you. You could get 48% off your first subscription using discount code PCMB20, or get 20% off your first one-time purchase using the same discount code PCMB20. Head on over to magicmind.com/PCMB if you're interested in Magic Mind, and use discount code PCMB20 to get a great deal on an excellent product. And we have the link and code in the description below, so check that out as well. Our friends at Magic Mind can give us a deal like this for a limited time. So be sure to order it soon and take advantage of this opportunity. Thank you to our great friends at Magic Mind. And one thing that's very special, and I'm very excited, for only the second time ever, I am going to hand off the hosting duties to Ryan Page. And the show is all yours now, the rest of the ride, as we celebrate this great month of October and end it off with the great spooky season. So it's all Ryan now. You take the ship. I am going to sit back
That's
and
right.
relax.
As Matt has just told us, Halloween is my favorite time of year. Always has been. I love the costumes. I love the scary stories. Every part of it. This is my favorite time of year, so I was incredibly excited that Matt said, you get some time, talk about Halloween. We're going to do some spooky, but we're going to do some silly, because Halloween is equal parts spooky and silly, and that's why it is and always will be my favorite time of year. So, I do want to ask everybody, who's dressing up for Halloween?
I am not, actually.
I plan to come up with something on this Halloweekend, yes.
I work for Halloween, so I'll be dressed up as a janitor.
Well, hold on.
What about the
work on
weekend
the
before?
weekend? Yeah. You don't work on the weekend, right?
No, but I'm stuck going to haunted houses. I don't got time to dress up.
Haunted houses? All right. Well, I am dressing up for Halloween, as I do every year. But I wanted to show everybody a quick TikTok, because not all Halloween costumes are created equal. And let me see if I can share the screen. Here we go. Sweet. Share. All right, here we are.
Is the sound working on your end?
No.
Nope.
Just 1 second.
Okay, here we go. Sorry about that. It's the only second time that Matt's not been the host, so some kinks to work out. But here's the TikTok now that everybody can actually hear it.
Halloween costume knockoffs that were just so bad. Evil Midway Cutie. Her name was Wednesday. He's my favorite character. boyish snow clown. Brought to you by Disney's Froze. The rice is strange.
I don't get this one either.
What does it mean? Couldn't call him Pennywise, so they called him Moneywise? Ice is strange. Orphan boy witch? Did Draco Malfoy write this? Wizard villain boy? Is that supposed to be Voldemort as a child? Biscuit Beast? Is this supposed to be Cookie Monster? Didn't even try with this Freddy knockoff. Night Killer? Really? Is Sexy Super Mario Courageous Maria? They even made Fearless Louisa instead of Luigi? No one in particular, it's just a man out of space costume. You see, it's an Oompa Loompa, but a girl. Can't wait for the new season of Unusual Events. Follow for more.
So there we go. But I wanted to have there's a couple more that I wanted to share that were not from TikTok. I was surprised that he hadn't clocked these. So these are my favorites, and they're on BuzzFeed. So we have, of course, Plumber Guy. And if you have Plumber Guy, you have to have Green Italian Plumber. Just have to. They're one and the same. And Bad Plumber's Mate. The Juice Demon.
This really is their way to avoid any
they don't have to pay
copyright.
copyright. But yeah, the Juice Demon. Here's Carly. Everybody wants to be Carly for Halloween. Just some chinchillas. No one in particular. And then my personal favorite, this chocolate.
Wow.
Jeez.
Is that like a grown man in that suit?
I mean, I think it's probably a Photoshop. But yeah, presumably that's an adult man who put on an chocolate for probably one of their only paid acting gigs. Let's just be honest. So what do you think? The knockoff costumes, yes or no? Would you get one? Have you had one when you were kids? Did your parents ever just, not get you the one in time? Come on, what's the deal with the costumes?
I would switch it up all the time, man. If I've done a lot of most of my costumes is figuring out what I have and make a costume through that. But and I don't know if I got that knockoff. Probably if I had some more time, I would. But I don't know. Have you ever seen that SNL sketch with Adam Sandler where he teaches you how to make costumes? It's a weekend update.
Yeah.
Like wear paper on Hat Boy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's just like that.
Stuff like that. I mean, I did a lot of personally, I did a lot of homemade costumes. I don't know about Allison or Jose. What'd you say?
Yeah, I did homemade costumes too.
What was your favorite?
1 year, well, me and my ex-best friend went as hippies. I think I sent it in the group chat. But we tie-dyed our own shirts and we bedazzled our own jeans and we got wigs and crazy jewelry. It was super fun.
I remember 1 year, my favorite, I think probably of all time, my favorite costume, we went as aliens. Yeah. Me and my brother both did. And so what we did was we got these big sweatshirts, right? And that was what we wore, and we had our faces painted green with the antennas, right? And my dad, who was an upholsterer, so knew how to sew and all that stuff. That was his job. He made extra arms to put off on the side. So we had our arms that we could move, and when we moved our arm, the extra arms would move. So if we went like this, then they both would do that. And so we had 4 arms. Still the coolest costume, totally homemade. It was literally just, we needed 4 sweatshirts and green paint and some, I forget what we made the antennas out of, truthfully, but that was it. That was the costume, and still my favorite of all time. But what about you, Jose?
I just the only time I made a homemade outfit was I took one boy's mom's pantyhose, put it over my head, and just said I was a robber. So
you were a robber? Oh, you were stealing?
I was a big robber. But honestly, it was just a rib. I just wanted to put his mom's pantyhose in my face. That was it.
Do they still do the slutty costumes?
Oh yeah.
Slutty.
I mean, we saw
slutty witch,
we saw sexy Cookie Monster.
Oh, sexy. Is that what it is now? Sexy?
Yeah, we'll say sexy. That's what we'll use.
It's slutty though, right? Jose, should it be slutty or sexy?
Definitely slutty.
Nothing ever beats my good friend from college, JDR, lives in Chicago now. He had a popcorn costume, and he did a viral U-Heart pit. It was viral on U-Heart. All it said was "slutty popcorn." To this day, I was dying when I saw that. To this day, the great JDR, whoever you are, man. Oh man, slutty witch, slutty pop, slutty cop. I'm
Yeah,
cute.
I mean,
I'm
but we
cute. I'm
saw.
cute. I'm cute. This is what they do.
You all right there, bud? But yeah, we did see one of them there. But in finding all of those and looking through the TikToks, there's a couple that focus on the more risque versions of non-risque characters, which is always interesting. Like I said, with
I also saw, don't mean to interrupt, but I saw
Yeah.
somebody do like assless chaps, like a girl with assless chap squirrel costume.
I
That
didn't
was
see
going
that one.
viral.
I didn't see that one.
Like it was sold to have assless chaps.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what the costume would have been then.
Slutty squirrel.
Oh, a squirrel. Gotcha. I thought
Yeah.
you said assless chap for a girl costume. I'm like, okay.
No, it was a girl's costume, a girl's
For a squirrel. Yeah, gotcha.
but it's as a squirrel. And I just call slutty squirrel.
Okay, well, we'll probably come back to some of this in a second, but switch it up a little bit more. My second, or probably at this point, because I'm an adult now, the costumes are secondary. But my favorite thing is horror movies. So when I was thinking about this, I decided we're gonna do for our first Halloween episode the Mount Rushmore of horror movies. How does that work? There's 4 of us. There's 4 spots on Mount Rushmore. So we all get to tell what our favorite horror movie is that we watch every year or want to watch every year, as Allison may have spoiled. Hasn't seen hers this year, but we'll let her go first for that reason. You just said we'll get to it. But so that's the rules. Pretty simple. We're just gonna literally say what our favorite horror movie is and why to make the productive conversations tweet cap Mount Rushmore of horror movies. Allison,
idea.
you first.
Jose's background kind of gives it away, but Halloween, what is it, 1979, the original OG, right? I think it's 79. It's a classic slasher, daddy, Michael Myers, you know, the big hands. That movie actually I think they only had like a $350,000 budget for it, and they had to film it in 21 days. So that was like the original, and it also has a lot of like scenes from his perspective, like behind the mask, which I think is like very like different, very cool. And it's just, I don't know, it's just a classic, something I watch even when it's not Halloween, and it's just like background noise. So something I've always liked to watch. I would say that's probably my favorite.
All right.
Halloween as a background noise movie.
Yeah.
Oh, like then you hear like the music and you're like I know exactly where the movie's at. I could be like typing and I'm like, do this is the closet.
I love John Carpenter too.
Yeah, you could
I
do while teens are getting murdered. All right.
Yeah,
I love the John Carpenter
trying to have
aspect.
sex and he comes in as the ghost with the sheet over and I'm like, oh, that bitch is dead. I'm just like, yeah. So
yeah, he no like slutty costumes.
No. He's actually like Matt. He has an aversion to them. But speaking of Matt, you are our resident, cinema expert. So what's your pick for the Mount Rushmore?
Definitely The Shining. Shining's classic. Stanley Kubrick. Legitimately scary. Very eerie. Crawls up your skin. With iconic Jack Nicholson performance. And an even more crucial Shelley Duvall. Never a dull moment in that movie. And people still make conspiracy theories on it to this day. Just absolutely freaky. Freaky. And apparently, I've never read the book, but it's a lot different, and it's a Stephen King one, and he doesn't like this version.
No.
But the fact that in that case, Stanley Kubrick makes it his own only makes it that much cooler, at least in my eyes.
Did you like the Dr. Sleep make? Like
Also, with Ewan McGregor, I'm late to that one. In fact, you know what? I'll try to watch it before Halloween. That's my goal.
That's gonna be your Halloween watch.
before we got exactly a week to go.
That's right.
So I'll go for that one.
What about you, Jose?
Good question. I mean, you have to go with the exorcism,
Okay.
the
Why the
exorcist,
exorcism?
whatever,
Oh, the exorcist, yeah.
because it was ahead of its time, and it really freaked you out when you first watch it because you hear so much shit about it.
The viral marketing is almost scarier than the movie.
vomit scene, awful.
Oh
That's
yeah, and
Poltergeist,
you
isn't it?
hyped
Oh
up.
no, that's Exorcist. Yeah.
You're like so hyped up about it, and then when you finally watch it, and the bitch twists her head and shit.
Yeah, I feel like Paranormal Activity was that way too. That's not my pick, but like people talked about it being so scary that as a kid you just were primed for it to be scary when you finally did see it, you know?
Right.
But yeah, okay. The Exorcist. And I'll round out. I picked I think the newest one, but I'm gonna go with 2014's It Follows. Has anyone seen that one?
Why does
Not
that
yet,
sound mad
but I know
familiar?
it's a people love it a lot, but I just haven't seen it
Yes.
yet.
I watch it every year for Halloween since I first watched it. It is just like the plot, like the story itself is very interesting. It's creative. Everything is scary because you never know where the entity, the villain is. It can be anywhere. That's kind of what makes it scary. And it's really unbeatable. It's just constantly going after you. Like obviously slashers have the chase, right? All horror movies, you're being chased by something. But in It Follows, the chase is the entire movie, and it's the entire point of the movie. And so It Follows to me is probably one of the best like newer horror movies that's been made. I highly recommend it for anyone who hasn't watched it. And so we'll do the quick recap and then move on to something I'm quite excited about. But It Follows, The Exorcist, The Shining, and the original Halloween round out the productive conversations, Mount Rushmore of horror movies.
Pretty good list.
Pretty good.
It is a pretty good list. All right, so I have to share my screen again. And I wasn't sure I was going to do this, but I decided I do want to do this. We could just leave it on this guy. That's fine. So Matt, obviously on this show, we keep it serious. You know, Matt's a serious newsman, but I'm a bit silly, right? And so I wanted to ask Allison, Jose, and Matt if we could play a quick little game.
Oh God.
Everyone has to be on board, otherwise we
I'm
can't
on
play.
board. I'm on board.
Yeah.
All righty. Background. A few weeks ago, we were talking about dating, obviously, and I figured I was ending the show. I still wanted to talk about dating. That's how we end the show, right? Or we always did it like the last segment. And Allison said something that kind of sparked, gave me a little spark that the bio is sometimes more important than the image.
Yes. Thank you.
So we're going to play Scary Swipes.
Someone listened to something I said.
That's right. We're going to play a game I'm calling Scary Swipes, patent pending.
Oh no.
Allison and Jose, I have found some eligible bachelors and bachelorettes just for you, but just for you all that are all in the Halloween spirit.
Oh God.
I'm going to read their quick bio, and then you have to decide if you want to see the picture, i.e., swipe right or swipe left.
So we don't get to see the picture at all. It's just on the bio.
Bio first.
Okay, fine.
And Matt, I didn't forget about you. As the cinephile, in case you couldn't tell, every single one of these people is a horror icon from a movie. I want you, after they decide to swipe right or swipe left before we see the picture, to try and guess who I'm talking about, who the eligible bachelor is. Deal?
You got it. All right. Thank you.
All righty. So
Why am I nervous?
we'll start with you, Allison.
Oh no.
Let me see here. Okay. Can you see? You can still see my screen though. So actually,
You want me to like not look?
let me pause the screen real quick and move the pictures out of here. One. That's for Allison. And this is for Jose. Okay. Now I'll start sharing the screen again.
I feel like what I said is gonna bite me in the ass so hard right now.
What do you mean?
It's gonna be a great bio. It's just gonna be an Uggo in like probably M.
I would never do
Costume.
that. I would never do that. Obviously, I would. Resume sharing. Here we go. Okay. So, Allison, you're up first.
Okay.
So, this bachelor's from California says, looking for a good time and a long time, not looking for kids. My family is my world. His likes include riding his motorcycle and late night walks. His perfect date is at the pier.
Left.
Okay. We're going to, either way, you're going to see who it is. But, Matt, based on that quick bio, do you know? You don't even have to get the name right, just the movie.
You said by a pier. I like to be by pier.
Oh, is it Jason?
Yeah, is it Jason?
That's Lake.
Not Jason, unfortunately. It is David from The Lost Boys, played by Kiefer Sutherland.
This
is David.
David's
All right, we'll do.
So I won on that. We're good.
You did, yes. You got Kiefer Sutherland, so that was actually pretty good.
I didn't like when he said, "I'm here for a good time and a long time," because I was like, that's a little weird to me. So lame.
All righty, we'll do Jose next.
Sure.
Your first one. So, this one is from Falwell, Massachusetts. Loves meeting new people, especially those who are not afraid to be themselves. Is a show tunes girly with a big heart and a big inheritance, and is ready to spend it all on her passions. She's a performer first and foremost, so she does have a job, but she likes to have fun too. Her likes include dancing, cooking, and her dog. And her perfect date is a weekend in Las Vegas.
Right?
Okay. Jose
Really?
said no. So before we see who it is, who Jose said no to, Matt.
No, I
any
said
ideas?
yes. Right.
Oh, he said right.
He said right.
Oh,
Right,
Nikes.
bro.
I'm sorry. Okay,
that's
before
what
you
I
see
thought.
who you
Don't
said
take away
yes
my
to.
dream girl.
All right, dream girl. Wow.
Wow.
Matt, do you think you know who this is? This one's kind of hard.
Nah, I'm not sure.
All right. It is Elvira, the Mistress of Darkness.
Oh, yeah. This girl with them big titties. Motorboat the shit out of them. Let's go.
I won't lie. I quite literally basically started with her and then wrote the rest of the segment after that.
What movie is this?
Elvira, Mistress of Darkness. She's like a horror TV star who loses her TV show, but she gets an inheritance and she's a witch and it's a whole thing. It's mostly a comedy, but there's some, horror elements to it. There's like
I used to have a mean crush on her back in the day.
Did you really? I said, Jose, but I wanted you to say no. I'll be honest with you. I wanted that description to be like, nah, she's too nice or whatever. And that would have been funny to me.
She's too nice.
But
well, I thought of Money in Vegas, and I'm like, can't see those.
yeah, obviously it goes with the show. All right, number 2 for Allison. Eastern Europe. So that's all we got. An old soul and an immigrant who likes the finer things in life, always down for drinks. Likes include studying the classics, sleeping in, and staying up late. And perfect date, ironically enough, is a nightclub.
Left.
All right. Before we see who you didn't pick, Matt, any idea who this might be?
Dracula?
That's what I was thinking.
Matt got this one right. This is Bela Lugosi as Dracula.
Okay.
All right.
It was missing out.
I know you Kiefer Sutherland and Bela Lugosi. Neither one of those is an unattractive person. I'm just gonna say that.
Bela Lugosi.
I think I've dodged 2 bullets. I feel good.
Wow. Okay. I don't know that you'll be happy with anyone on this list.
Great. Great. So maybe
Jose.
I'm the problem, right?
Jose, Wilton, Connecticut is where this one's from, so it's close by. So if you're into it,
nice.
all right. Family means a lot to me, and it has to mean a lot to you too. Being honest, I can get a little attached, but I'm working through it. I hate camping, but I enjoy cozy nights by the fire and being with a strong man who is good in the outdoors. I'm a little older and self-sufficient, but my family motto is age is but a number. The likes are warm wool sweaters, cooking, fishing, time with family. Perfect date is a picnic.
He's swiping right.
I was gonna swipe right into the very end. I don't
Okay.
fish. I don't
Until-
like woolen sweaters.
No.
Hell no, I left.
Left. All right, Matt, before we see who Jose's not going for, who do you think it is?
Oh, no, haunting in Connecticut.
No, it is Pamela Voorhees, Jason Voorhees' mom and the killer from
Thank
the original
God.
Friday the 13th.
Wait,
I
it
still-
takes place in Wilton?
That was filmed right in what's it called? I forget where in Connecticut. Like it's a YMCA camp now.
Really?
Yeah,
would
that's
not
where
go there.
that's where
Screw
the
that.
that's where the lake was. I'm sure a bunch
Where
of
the
it was also
Wilton
filmed somewhere else.
YMCA is?
I think so. Yeah.
Really?
That's so scary,
I'm gonna
actually.
look that
Yeah,
up.
but I think it was Wilton.
I know exactly
It's
where
definitely
that is.
Connecticut. It's definitely Connecticut, but yeah, all right. We'll
Hey,
do
ChatGPT, where is Jason film? Friday the 13th film. Okay, I don't know. It says here the first one was filmed at Camp Newbie Bosco at an active Boy Scout camp in Hardwick, New Jersey. But I don't know.
No.
That's
I
where
remember my mom was
claims that
telling
it
me
was
about
filmed.
she used to go to the camp. Doesn't matter. We'll chat offline. But there we are. I think we'll do one more each. We won't do all the ones that I have, but that's all right. Allison, here's your last one. So I don't know. So far, you've got nobody.
Over 2.
And Jose has got Elvira, Mistress of Darkness. So I don't know. Maybe you have to try and make this one work. So this person is from Central America.
Okay.
Is an avid outdoorsman.
Okay.
Likes to follow the stars. He's a Gemini. So there you go. Never back down from a fight, so you are safe if you're with me. I have a thing about illegal aliens, so yikes. Likes include climbing, hunting, and hair care. And the perfect date is a long hike, like a really long one, and probably camping.
That's a left.
Left. All right, Matt. Who do we think this is? Allison's going home with nobody.
That's fine.
Needlehead.
No, okay. I'm assuming you mean what's it called? Pinhead from
Hellraiser?
Hellraiser?
Yeah.
Jose, do you agree?
No.
Who do you think it is?
That's a good question. I have no idea. The fucking immigrants and long walks fucking.
Did the guy from
shit.
Jeepers Creepers? I don't know.
No, if you would have said farm, that's where I would have went. It's like a stalk. It has to be like a stalker or something. Go ahead. Who is it?
It was the Predator from the movie The Predator.
I see. I knew it
Oh,
was
I
stalker.
love
I dodged 3 bullets or 5.
This is a
Best
big
handshake
guy.
in cinema history.
You said this is a big guy. You know what I mean? You like a strong guy is what you said. That's why you like
those
Mike
hands
Myers.
are good, and look at that package. Like, absolutely.
By the way, for anyone who's curious, the illegal aliens is a reference to Alien versus Predator. That was the joke. So that's why I said that. I think I may have confused Jose with that. I won't lie to you. All right. Now, last. All right, let's do this one. So, Jose, from Tokyo, Japan.
All right.
Media arts exchange student. I like being behind the screen and on it. I've dabbled in social media content creation recently. I'm pretty go with the flow, so I want to meet your friends. Hit me up if you want to get together. Likes include cinema and travel, and my perfect date is a scary movie.
Please. I already know what this is.
I mean, you probably do. This one was probably the easiest one.
Easiest one.
Which will make your answer even funnier.
I like them wet. I like them wet already. So.
Does anyone else? Does everyone else know what this is?
I'll go right. Oh, come on. This is easy. I'll go right.
Yeah, you got it.
All the good bios.
I might have missed that one.
I already know who it is.
It is Ringu from The Ring.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh my Jesus.
Oh God. Yeah, there was more, but you know what? I think that was enough of the dating game for Allison and Jose. Thank you guys for doing that.
Thanks for traumatizing me more.
You're welcome. Now, you want to be traumatized? We can do that too. Have any of you ever heard of McCamey Manor?
Yes.
No, I'm not familiar.
Allison, you've heard of it. What have you heard?
Wait, say it one more time, the name.
McCamey Manor.
It sounds familiar. I don't know anything about it.
Maybe this will jog your memory.
Yo, I'm already.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I just play.
Deal with that.
God damn it! God fucking damn it, my knee.
And back and forth.
Like I said, it's not a laughing matter. I think comedy is one of our biggest tools in taking down rust. So I think it is a laughing matter, but you have to laugh the correct way.
So these guys, by the way, are trying to
just
get
like breaks my heart. But
McCamey Manor, closed down. But McCamey Manor is one of the first ever extreme haunted houses. And so, how it works is you sign a gazillion-dollar waiver or a gazillion-page waiver.
Really?
And then, you have to make it through the entire tour. If you do, you get $20,000.
No way.
No one has ever made it through the tour.
It's not what you think it is, Matt, though.
No one has ever made it through
lie.
the tour.
Maybe I'm thinking like, so I just don't have to. I just have to survive.
No, Matt, you're talking like drowning, like waterboarding. You're talking like.
Well, what, if they kill me,
let's
then
let Matt see. Let's let Matt see.
Wait. If they kill me, then I'm dead. So, jokes on them, right?
This is newly leaked footage from inside
Let's
of
see if you feel the same way.
As you guys know, a couple years ago, McCamey Manor was the most
All right,
extreme
hold up. Wait. My headphones.
over 100 pages.
Okay. All right. Here's my genuine thought to it. They're doing this freaky thing that no one's ever done, that even Jose said he won't do. How long does it last?
Who said it won't do it?
And brought to the brink
So
of death.
no one
A
has made
sick
it
and
past
twisted man named
6
Russ
hours. It's
Well, a lot of
supposed to
people
be
have no idea how
15
this was
hours.
even legally ran. Russ had a ton of different locations at the time, back maybe 5 years ago. Now supposedly running the manor through his backyard. And the leaked footage comes from the YouTuber Reckless Ben, who was able to get his
That's
hands
when
on
we
a
saw,
secret
by the way,
flash
more
drive,
of that
which had a
footage
ton of
from
different
before.
recordings that Russ was hiding from everyone. No one was able to see these files until somehow Reckless Ben was able to get them. Now, as I said before, you pretty much get brought to the brink of death.
He says
for
10, but it's
$10,000
20.
to go through
I
an
looked it up.
absolutely insane haunted house. You're waterboarded, teeth are pulled out of your mouth, and as you saw in the woman at the beginning,
chill
her
with
head was
that.
shaved. She came into the house with a full head of hair. They put cockroaches on you. They do all of these terrible things to you for the chance of winning $10,000.
You still in, Matt? I got one more video to try and prove.
Wait. They pull your teeth?
Yes.
They can.
They
They
can
can
literally.
shave their head, everything.
I can spend the rest of my life with no tooth. They say how that happened. I went to a haunted house.
Goddamn, for 10 G.
But there's no anesthesia.
I'll be clear. This guy had the money wrong. It's 20. It is 20. That I looked
Even
it up.
20 G's by the time you go fix your fucking face up, it's like no point. You're down to 5. Fuck that.
Well, so the guy he's under a lot of investigations, by the way. Obviously, he's suing the state of Tennessee for investigating him. Very secretive about this McCamey Manor, right? But one video on this quote unquote sissy tour, he did allow to be released by like an actual news station. So this is real.
So they have different levels. There's a sissy and then like
so they don't typically allow this. This is something they let the news anchor do to put it on TV, which they very infrequently do. So this is
even you, Jose, have your skepticisms.
Well, let's see this one room. This is one room.
It doesn't take 20. I mean, it doesn't make no sense at all. But go ahead.
So here's the one room. Here's just one room in the entire manor.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Okay.
Talk
to her.
Bien.
She kind of stupid. She has a gag in her mouth.
The person on the table is the participant,
guess what I have here?
not an actor.
Mary?
Sí, what is Mary? What is Mary?
Nope.
She is a spider. She's very pretty. She wants to meet you.
It's not poisonous,
You must
is
not
it?
move, okay?
It's a tarantula.
Oh. She just had a drink. She must be hungry now. Oh, there she goes. Do not move your eyes. Do not even move your eyes. Oh, is she not pretty? She knows she's so beautiful. She's so beautiful. You must not move, yes?
You won't watch the whole thing.
Don't move.
There it is. The Kamey Manor.
If she bites, just be very, very still.
Sure.
It's time for Ready.
No, keep her there.
Ready gets to go home now. Where's going home now? Oi. Can you say thank you to Mary for being very nice for you?
Thank you, Harry.
Good job. She says you're welcome.
How'd she get that blood?
I'm not gonna jump. She's gonna move forward.
So
We'll never know.
lands anywhere near me, I kill it.
You will not touch Mary. You will do nothing.
At this. I believe it's Russ is the man in the background, by the way.
Come on, Mary. You can climb.
She likes her.
She does
She
like
doesn't want to
her.
leave. Oh my God, you gotta get her in there. Come on, it's gonna get bad now. She's gonna bite.
That's Russ. I
Yes,
believe.
I am now.
I am.
Get her in there.
She's not gonna bite.
Shut your mouth.
She's flaring up.
Do
Get her
something
in.
already.
Doing that.
She's flaring up. Oh my God.
She's going in the fucking cage.
There she goes.
That last bit I wanted to play because that was a panic attack by an employee who thought that spider was going to bite, by the way. Okay, that's McCamey Manor. So any takers, it's in Tennessee. We can get you down there right, for next week. It opens up.
And they're only hoping on Halloween week?
No, I think they go after too. So they start closer to Halloween and they run a little bit after.
And Jose, you knew about this?
I heard this one. I did the one in Pennsylvania.
Oh, see, he said, fuck that.
So I don't know about the one in Pennsylvania, but there is one that's a little bit less intense. Still considered an extreme haunted house that I wanted to show a couple clips from. It's called The 17th Door. Has anyone heard of that one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Let's look at The 17th Door. This one is in California. And so here are...
Typically aim for the pussies who seem...
Okay, hold on. We won't play the sound for that. Because I forgot it said that. But, well, honestly, we can skip this one. I got 4 videos. So, here we go. So, here's one of the rooms. The suffocation room.
Composure and type B. Flailing panic. Testing the new silicone suffocation room. There are 2 ways to handle this. And those are beautifully displayed here. Type A, calm composure, and type
tie
B,
you up.
flailing panic.
And they close the silicone on you.
Testing the new silicone.
This is, by the way, the safe one.
Let's see.
Here's another room. This one is, I believe, in all of them. They bury you alive in these.
That's a ball
vaults.
pit. That's not scary.
They bury you alive. I would not do well now. I actually hate that. Being buried like that, that's one of my biggest fears personally. This one, by the way, does not come with a prize. And lastly, Matt and I's close personal friend from our hometown. Let us see.
On 3, guys, right here. No. You will not be forced to do anything you do not want to. The hunt will be scary and intense, but also designed for fun. Remember, you can always scream the safe word mercy to either have an actor back off, leave the room, bypass the room.
That's big. This one has a safe word. The other one does not.
Please note, there are 3 rooms you may not mercy out of.
Yeah, I just pissed.
Give him a round of applause, everybody. All right, girlie, you're next. On 3, guys, right here.
Get low, if you do not say mercy now, I cannot hear you say it when the stops.
Right there. Let's
Are you a Noah protector? So there we go. So this one, by the way, I saw prices were starting as low as $40. It's in California, so if you're listening from around there and looking for something to do next week, check it out. If you don't mind being, assaulted for fun. But yeah, extreme haunted houses in general. Would you guys go to one? Not the one that pays you. I'm saying in general. Would you pay money to have all those things happen to you?
No.
With the right group of people, yeah.
I did one
Jose.
already.
Why would
Well, right, you
people
said he
you're
did the
with
one in
matter,
Pennsylvania. What was the Pennsylvania one like? I'm kind of curious now.
You sign a waiver. And it's a legit haunted. It used to be one of those was it one of the world's most haunted spots, Eastern
What's it called? Penhurst or whatever?
something like that. I think so.
So my
They blocked off a section of it. So they blocked off a section.
it's like Penhurst Asylum, I think.
Right. Yeah, it's an asylum, but they give you a backstory on it and they tell you all the shit that happened and blah blah blah. And you realize that it's one of the most haunted spots in America. But then they blocked off this one section, and you can go with your friends, and you sign a waiver. But you sign a waiver letting you know that they can grab you, but you can't grab them.
Right.
So you start off, and then you're basically going through it, and everything you learned from, like where they move the dead bodies, you're in the room and you're chilling, you're going through the whole thing, and they're hiding, so they know all the hidden spots, and they can grab you and take you out. So you thought you were with your friends and shit. 2 minutes later, you're in complete dark. Walking the trip by yourself, and you're just trying to go through it by yourself now, and they're trying to separate everyone in your group. And these motherfuckers, I like to think I'm strong, but these motherfuckers are steroids. They get some big ass motherfuckers.
That's what they have for the grabbing. Big people to grab.
You act like it's a real, like it just fucks with you because you see the stories, you watch a whole video on it, so you're already in this fucking mindset. Like this is legit shit. People fucking died here. Like this is like real haunted shit. Like this is not like something you go to a fucking Trail of Terror or some shit, and you got some guy in some makeup shit. So they try to fuck with you, and you're already in fucking like flight mode already, but you just gotta go through it.
Well, it's interesting you mentioned Penhurst because part of my fascination with Halloween is a family thing. And so my aunt is a paranormal investigator, and she has gone to the other parts of that particular asylum and done all sorts of, ghost exploration. So our last segment. Do you, Allison, Matt, and Jose believe in ghosts?
Yes.
Shit, I seen them.
Yeah.
We all believe in ghosts. This would be a lot more fun if one of you is a skeptic, I'm not gonna lie, but that's okay. Because ghosts are, a lot of people believe in ghosts. Half of America believes in ghosts. I myself am an open skeptic in that I'm willing to believe it's true, but I haven't seen enough evidence to say that yet. But that doesn't mean the evidence isn't there. And so I had this video sent to me. So this is a real video. And I actually know the people who filmed it. So I know this is not a joke. And some backstory. After this happened and was caught on film inadvertently, the people in this video were allowed to break their lease in Jersey City The next day, no questions asked, fully refunded. Matt lived in Jersey. He knows that doesn't happen very often. So, here's the video.
Go. Oh, you almost got it. You almost got it. I sound like a smoker. Holy fuck.
Did you all see it?
Go.
Yep.
Allison, did you see it?
Yeah, so did they not see it till they like watched the video back, or?
Correct. For anyone who maybe didn't see it the first time, I have a couple of pictures too. We'll pull these over. These are stills from the video. So you can see in the doorway appears to be a woman in a long white dress, not a ton for legs. And then you can see that same woman moving in the video. She's moving. Obviously, these are still pictures through the doorway. And then one more time on the video.
Oh.
There she is.
The Sublime in the background.
Yeah. We'll go slow here so you can see it move. And then just like that, it's gone. They didn't see it at the time. They had no knowledge of it at the time. They went to sleep in that apartment that night. But then the next day when they were looking at videos from the night before, they caught that, showed it to their landlord, and they were out the next day. Now, unfortunately, you all believe in ghosts. So I couldn't do a, what do you think? Is it real? Because you all do think it's real, I assume. But I'll ask, do we think it's real?
Well, I thought the first time I saw it, it was just a friend like in the background.
No, yeah.
Clearly it
I had
wasn't.
one person actually see that, said the same thing. Like, there was someone else in the apartment. No, there was not someone else in the apartment. And that is crazy because usually, like, people will see, like, a whatever, like a fleck of dust, and be like, oh, it's an orb or whatever. But no, that was a full-on person in their house that they didn't see until they put it on camera. But that's actually fairly common, as I've learned, when doing research for this episode. And we have
kids
some
in Iraq are
TikToks
filming around.
Prove that. Check this one out.
An old abandoned school. At first, their exploration is pretty uneventful.
This is Iraq. These
Then one of
kids
the
are
boys
exploring
mentions in
abandoned
Arabic
school.
that his phone that had been fully charged was now about to shut off. Right after he says this, the cameraman nonchalantly pans around an abandoned classroom. Just then, a call to prayer can be heard from a nearby mosque. The camera catches this strange footage.
Yo.
The boys couldn't see the headless apparition with their naked eye and had no reaction. It was only later, when watching the footage back, that they noticed the chilling figure in the video.
So, a headless boy in Iraq also couldn't be seen by the people in the room, but was caught on camera. And then my last ghost video before we wrap for tonight.
CCTV footage from
I thought was kind of funny.
CCTV footage from Jimmy's World Grill in Bedfordshire, England, captures some strange activity in the restaurant on tape.
So that's the entirety of the thing. You guys are going to do a recap in a second, but
Now, if this scene were being faked with multiple hoaxers pulling fishing line or strings, it seems like it might attract a little more attention from the other diners. But in the footage, no one even looks up until the noisy plates and silverware hit the floor.
So more convinced or less convinced? I think this was the least convincing one, but I kind of thought it was funny because, you know, if it is a ghost, the idea that it sat down and just threw some lady's plate across the room was funny to me. But
It's the napkin on the floor.
yeah, no, I mean, like I said, I don't know what to believe, but I would love to hear y'all's thoughts on these videos or ghosts in general, and that's what we'll wrap up with.
Don't mess with them. Be friendly to them, and they'll be friendly to you. That's what my aunt told me when I was a very young kid about ghosts. Not kidding. And I still live by that.
Were you scared of them at the time? Was it meant to comfort
Not necessarily. They just said, I have an aunt who's very into ghosts and ghost hunters and stuff. But that's what she said.
Very nice.
If you use Ouija boards or whatever they're called.
Oh, I don't mess with that.
Why?
I'm not into that. I was an RA, and I caught wind. And I was, by the way, an RA at my school, but I was pretty, I want to say bad at it, because that makes it sound like I was trying and not succeeding. I wasn't trying particularly hard. But anyway, found some kids that were trying to use a Ouija board, and I actually took the Ouija board. It's the only thing I took from anyone. I let people get away with drinks. People would have beer, and I was fine with it, but they had a Ouija board. I was like, no, I'm taking that. But anyway, I think that about does it. Don't let the ghouls bite you this Halloween season. And remember to enjoy the October spookies while you have them, because soon it's going to be dark and gray and snowy December. That's what I got.
All right. Great work, Ryan. Awesome stuff. Definitely let us celebrate this Halloweekend. Be safe out there. And we appreciate good work, Ryan, taking over. And great work, Alice and Jose, as always, as well. Being the great compadres, as always. And yeah, I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. Go Yankees. And we'll have more content throughout the next couple of days. Once again, we will be reacting to every World Series game this World Series. And then we'll have our recaps on Monday for football, and then tweet caps on Friday and on Tuesday and Friday. And I hope everybody enjoys himself until then. So thank you so much, and we'll see you all very soon.
See ya. Have a good night.
Right.
Yeah.